Welcome aboard here at out here in Treynor. We are now switching over to Facebook as there are many Wi-Fi issues. We are switching over to Facebook due to the fact that they're having many Wi-Fi situations out here. Chad Hannon here with me, and I'll let him take over here.
I'm going to talk into the microphone here for a couple of minutes. We've got Brendan Monahan at quarterback. 3rd and 2 for the Falcons. He hands off to Sam Goobles, and he is stuffed. Looks like a loss of 2 for the Falcons. It will bring up 4th and 4. If you're listening, I apologize. Group, team, club, whatever they go by. Alexis Narmi and Georgie Bonet up here helping us get the AV issue sorted out. And we apologize if you were tuned into our YouTube channel. There is just, unfortunately, no cell phone service and no Wi-Fi in Treynor. There's a punt by the Falcons. No fair catch, and he is stuffed by the Falcons. I apologize, I can't see a number on that. And the rosters that we have are shaky at best. Cannot tell you who number 52 is, and unfortunately, unless we can get something from the coaches, it's going to be likely that we are going to misidentify a few people because the rosters they're handing out here just are not quite that accurate. So we'll work on that. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. I know we were planning on YouTube, but here we are. Cardinals take over. 1st and 10. Pitch to the far side of the field, and that's not going to yield much. Looks like a gain of 2.
So essentially how we're going to do this out is, Chad, is the Falcons received the ball to start this game. Basically went 3 and out, punted off to Treynor, who had a beautiful return to the St. Albert 47. But on the ensuing play, St. Albert intercepted the ball, which then gave St. Albert the ball back. They just obviously punted, so now you have 2nd down and 8 for Treynor on their own 19-yard line.
Looks like a false start there on Treynor. Will help the Falcons out.
I really despise heights, by the way, Chad.
Yeah. so if you can't tell, I'm gonna rotate the camera.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Just a little bit so you can see a little bit better. It is just Joe and I up here on top of the Treynor beautiful facility here. However, there's just not much room for amateur play-by-play analysts in their press box, so we are on top of the press box. And Joe's afraid of heights. I'm loving the view as the sun sets to our west. The storm's off to the north-ish. And Treynor takes over. It's 2nd and 12 after the false start penalty. Their quarterback's under center. Put a man in motion to the short side of the field and dive up the middle. Looks like a gain of 2.
Looks like 2.
Bring up 3rd and 10.
So basically our rosters are a little sketchy here to start the season off for both teams as far as they really kind of just want varsity bound. And I can tell you that the varsity bound rosters are not correct overall. So we're going to make our best guess on the numbers. I think as you're probably gathering, Matt Madsen, Carly are not available for tonight, as well as the B team, C team, D team, E team. So we're about number M and N on the list here.
It's an honor to be in on the list, to be honest.
Yes, it is. So anyway, you'll expect Charlie and Matt back next week for the play-by-play and the color person. But this week, it's the 2 of us. And I'll be honest, in all the years of my sports fan, I've never called a football game once, and you're going to find out why over the next hour and a half.
This is just happens to be 1 day past the 1-year anniversary of my maiden voyage as a football announcer, and it was the only opportunity I had last year, probably due to performance. Did not come up in my performance evaluation with the folks at St. Albert Sports Fan this year, but I assume it will this year. Falcons are going to punt. Punter's got his, it's over his head. It's going to go into the back of the end zone. Safety, Falcons are on the board. It's 2-0.
And St. Albert is on the board. They score their first points of the season as they're up 2-0 now. As I will send a tweet out on this one, Chad.
There we go. I'll take over with the talking responsibility. So Treynor will likely punt from their own 35.
So
And,
how this works tonight is we are in charge of somehow the camera, the tweeting, and the computer. We have been abandoned by the kids who know how to run all this stuff, and so this is what you get.
We make no apologies for it either.
I would like to note as well, my cell phone number is on the Sports Fan. Feel free to text. Chad is actually the mayor as we speak, as Mayor Walsh went out of town for 2 weeks, relinquished his duties, mayoral duties, to Chad Hannon. So he is actually the mayor at this point in time, can make any type of executive decisions that he wants. That lasts about another 24 hours, so stoke while the iron is hot, folks. Chad, what's the game plan for new tennis courts in Council Bluffs over the next 24 hours?
As you know, the wheels of government move slow. I would not expect much. Maybe I'll make it up in a future campaign promise or something like that, but it has been an honor to fill in for St. Albert graduate Matt Walsh as the mayor of Council Bluffs.
I appreciate Chris Hughes piping in here saying, move the camera. Chris?
Thank you, Chris. You
Thank
could
you.
join us if you would like
you.
to make the 10-minute drive east. We'd love to have you up here on the top of the press box.
That's a nice kick.
That is a wonderful kick.
Jeez.
The Falcons are in trouble here. Smart play. Down it there. There we go.
An 80-yard kickoff for Treynor as we move the camera. We're going to call this the Chris Hughes camera tonight.
Brought to you by Kelly's Carpet,
Yes.
Council Bluffs.
This is the
proud
Kelly's
sponsor.
Kelly's Carpet of Council Bluffs camera tonight.
That was a beautiful kick from the Treynor 20. As you saw or did not see, it went for a touchback. So it'll net 60 yards. I would say wind aided, but still beautiful kick. Well done.
It was wonderful. So Treynor is an up-and-coming soccer program here, so not surprising to see them join the ranks of good kickers. As many of you know, St. Albert has had just a multitude of great kickers throughout the years. They've had to replace this year Sam Wilbur, who's down at Benedictine College, I believe, kicking this year. Joel Osborne's the new coach from Harlan.
Swing pass to the near side. We'll pick up about 5 yards. Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Falcons.
That is John Helton on the catch.
Offense has really ran through 2 people so far. Sam Goobles, John Helton. Falcons did get something moving on that last drive. We'll see if they can replicate that here and try to draw this out a little bit.
Falcons do return several, some key players as far as Monahan, Goobles, Helton. They played significantly last year, but they have 9 freshmen on this year's staff, as well as I believe 5 sophomores. They are over. Basically, I think there's 23 kids on. Maybe 14 of them are freshmen and sophomores. So pretty impressive youth movement here.
Jackson Lennon in motion there. He takes the pitch, and it will be 3rd and 5, 4 or 5.
Jackson Lennon has been out for football for a grand total of 2 weeks.
Okay, great.
And he is a state champion in baseball. An absolute phenomenal baseball season. Phenomenal baseball player, but good to see him coming out for his teammates.
It's going to be important here for the Falcons to put some points on the board. It's kind of tough to see at the bottom of your camera. Maybe you can pick up a little bit. Treynor, they've got some dudes out. I would bet 40-ish or so, maybe a little bit more.
I believe that the roster showed a total of 60 out.
That's going to be intercepted by Treynor at the 48. Falcons swarm quickly, and Treynor takes over short side of the field. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line.
So St. Albert has now thrown an interception, so we're 1 for 1 on that part of the game tonight. Treynor will have the ball on the St. Albert 47-yard line.
So
3:26 to go here in the first quarter.
St. Albert with an interception, Treynor with an interception, Treynor with a safety on a punt through the back of the end zone. I think it's safe to say, welcome to the first week of high school football. They'll work these kinks out. These teams will look dramatically different by the end of the season, but this is to be expected in week 1.
Yes. Both teams replacing a lot of key players this year. So a good test, as well as, the thing about it is this is St. Albert's really true test this year as far as their first game of the season. They did not have a scrimmage last week, whereas Treynor did host AL class, I believe, is it 4A or 5A this year?
I don't know if they got bumped to 5A. I know TJ did, but I didn't see if Treynor did.
I'm not sure. We'll have to call Mayor Walsh on that when he gets back to find out about our city teams. Just expect this all night, folks. In the meantime, we're stuck with Mayor Hannon here.
Mayor Pro Tem.
Sorry, I almost said Hannafin.
Well, you're gonna get angry call. You're gonna get an angry call from him if you start comparing me to him. Nice effort there by number 13 from Treynor. That would be
Todd Peterson.
Todd Peterson,
senior. You're going to see a lot of as we move the camera there. Sorry about that. You're going to see a lot of senior on freshmen or sophomores tonight, and that is a bit of a difference in high school football. But this is going to be a wonderful learning game for the Falcons.
Looks like Luke Wettengale down there at the bottom at corner.
Great testing game. Treynor plays a Class 1A schedule, so that's a class above St. Albert.
Treynor with first and 10, send a man in motion, and it's the fullback again on the dive. He's hobbled a little bit. You hate to see that.
That's number 58 on the stop. I'm not really sure who that is, to be honest with you, for the Falcons, but
sure isn't on the roster.
I'm gonna say it's Tony Bush. We're gonna limb on that one.
You know, when Charlie and Matt take over next week, it's going to be so much. They're going to have actual rosters. They're going to be prepared.
Well, they bring the crisis team in for these type of games.
Yeah,
That's kind of online.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I hope they're. Charlie's at a wedding tonight. I think Matt actually might be. He actually is a referee up now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh. That's Caden Dirks, and he's going to take it to the end zone. Treynor is on the board for their first touchdown of the year, and it's 6-2 Cardinals.
Treynor with a nice option play there, just old school football.
This is like Nebraska early 90s over here.
Well, they play to their strengths. It's refreshing to see, and they have a nice triple option there. Had the Falcons fooled, but nonetheless, it's still young. The game is only in 1:54 to go here in this first quarter.
Tom Schwartz, the kicker, and it is good. Cardinals lead 7-2 with 1:54 left in the first quarter. Plenty of game left. How will the Falcons respond? This is a good test for these young Falcons.
It is. St. Albert will be at home next Friday. They will host Riverside. That will be a district game. Riverside won the early season favorites to win the district. We now have a water timeout due to the heat. It's an official timeout.
Tell you what, up here in this wind tunnel, weather's not too bad. It's beautiful shorts and polo weather up here.
Yes, absolutely. Mike Klusman is asking about the game. Mike Klusman, almost tipped that thing over. Jeez.
Oh, boy.
Mike Klusman, a coach of the year, by the way. I'll tell you what. Mike, a native of Wisconsin, somehow got lured to Iowa. He's a better man for it, for sure. Anyway, we got 1:54 to go here in the first quarter on this water break. St. Albert is down 7-2.
How long do you suppose a water break is?
I'm going to give it 3 minutes.
3 minutes? Yeah, it's a long water break.
Well, I mean, it's this whole heat deal. They don't want anyone to have any issues.
2003 graduate Zach Gradeville checking in, owner of Silos here in Treynor.
Oh, nice.
If you're here at the game and for some reason you're listening to Joe and I, swing by Silos and have a beer after. Say hi to Zach. He's going to be there all night.
Make sure you talk to him about getting his kids up to St. Albert.
Would love to see the Gradeville, all Gradeville children
Absolutely.
at St. Albert.
Bingo.
There it is.
Although I will give Becca kind of a close second.
Very close second.
Yeah, very,
Jake
very
and
close
Zach somewhere shaky towards the end.
Yeah, it's a
There may be a fifth Gradeville that none of us know about.
kind of a CJ top, Becca close, and then it's a really steep drop-off.
I would
say
agree.
between those two.
I would agree.
Get your kids at St. Albert, and you'll get closer to the top.
If you're interested in enrolling your kids at St. Albert, don't hesitate. Reach out to the school. You can find information on admissions at the school's website, or you can reach out to Joe or myself. We'd be happy to get you pointed in the right direction. Cardinals, it looks like the water break's over. We're lining up. The Cardinals are going to kick off from the right hash. Energetic student section down here with Treynor.
Looks like Tom Schwartz is the kicker for Treynor. Beautiful kick.
Just let that
Beautiful
go.
kick.
That's a phenomenal kick. Went a little bit at his back, but again, good form, looked good. I wonder if Zach Radeville's out here coaching kickers behind our back.
I don't know. He might be.
I hope not. That would really hurt.
I think CJ actually coaches the St. Albert Kickers. At least he has. The yes.
Falcons take over from their 20. Familiar formation. We're in the shotgun again, stretching 5 wide.
Good old spread formation for the Falcons. Been running this for years.
Quarterback keeper and probably a gain of 2. Bring up 2nd and 8.
Kevin Colgett brought this spread formation back in the kind of the late about 2009-ish, 10-ish, in that range. Falcons been running it ever since.
I know you can't see the clock. We're at about 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Falcons have really slowed their pace down, I feel.
I think they have to, and they probably need to. They need to.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, not great numbers. They're fighting hard, the Falcons are, but they just don't have a team the size of Treynor. They're going to need to keep their own pace to stay fresh. Quarterback keeper again.
And at the end of the day, I mean, they're playing a big Class 1A school this year.
I would bet Treynor's towards the top of 1A, wouldn't you?
I would think they are at this point in time. I mean, you got 60 kids out here on a sideline, for example. I would say they're probably top of 1A.
Yeah.
But Falcons will be just fine once they get to districts. These type of games will just promote.
For your non-district games and get it rolling from there. Quarterback keeper again. Monahan is not going to get the first down. He's going to be about a yard short. It'll bring up 4th and 1 from the 29. Falcons will punt.
Well, with 15 seconds to go here in the quarter, it'll be interesting to see if Treynor calls a timeout to make St. Albert punt into the wind.
That would be a great idea. Does not look like that is going to happen.
No.
We're going to go to the second quarter. Falcons down 5, 7-2. And we'll switch fields.
So St. Albert is going to face 4th and 1 on their own 29 as we bring back here in the second quarter. Chad, what's
visitors for being patient.
Good.
So if you go down there and check it out, I would advise you to do it on a non-peak hour. Traffic is a little bit of a mess, but you'll notice that it's all the way up to what they call the apron of the bridge, which is kind of either the beginning of the bridge or the end, depending on which side you're coming from. And it starts at the end of the bridge, and it will go, I believe, to 19th.
okay?
But the entire stretch of West Broadway will be done. We have the First Avenue corridor breaking ground. You'll notice a new, what we're calling a recreational trail. It's no longer a bike trail. It's used for walking, running, all kinds of great stuff. It cuts right through the Thomas Jefferson campus from 35th, and eventually it will get all the way to 16th. Great partnership with the Iowa West Foundation on that project, and the recreational trail's going in right now, and within the next 18 months, we have about $40-ish million worth of development going on down there, so that's a welcome addition to the west side of Council Bluffs. Sorry, folks, there are no talks of Costco at all. Shout out to my cousin Mary Sims for checking in and saying that this broadcast is the highlight of her week, which at the ripe young age of 38, I have finally achieved happiness with my cousin. So
well, and that doesn't
it's a big
surprise me.
moment.
That does not surprise me that this is the highlight of her week.
It's a big moment for me. Zach, just checking in. You know we love you, but call us on Monday. We'll get your kids enrolled.
How was Mary growing up as a cousin? Was she nice to you? Was she one of those mean cousins to you? Or
Phenomenal. Just a wonderful, almost sister-like. Blessed to be the younger or near-aged cousin of Mary Sims.
Younger, huh?
Not by much. A couple days. The snap bounces, and that is just a phenomenal job.
How is that not a just out of curiosity, though?
I can answer that question.
How is that not a
because the snap was bobbled.
Gotcha.
So the punter was I don't know if I'd call it being really with the wind at the back. Had a chance to pin Treynor deep. That's all right. Pressure's on the defense. Treynor in a beautiful triple option for a touchdown on their last drive, and we'll see what they have in store on their third drive of the game.
So 11:51 to go here in the second quarter. St. Albert is down 7-2. As Chad and myself sit up here on the nice option there. Oof. That is a nice option format that Treynor is running. They pick up about 4 on the play, about 5.
Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals. You know, if Treynor's going to run this triple option all night, they're really going to wear down this defense. It looks like, to my unscientific observation, that the defensive line is also the offensive line, which is pretty and are going to wear down pretty quick. Hand off to the fullback, makes a man miss, and he is rumbling down the field. We've got a flag on the play. We've got 2 gentlemen yelling at each other back here. We'll have to see what the call is on that, but right now it's a Treynor touchdown. It's a flag on the play.
That's going to be a holding against Treynor. That is going to be coming back. As the Treynor section boos.
Treynor faithful not pleased, but I didn't see it.
I didn't either, I'll be honest with you.
I wasn't really looking.
Neither did you on the broadcast when we forgot to move the camera.
Yep, sorry about that.
Hey, bottom line is the fact it's a botch play anyway, so it doesn't count anyway. You want to run the camera, or do you want me to?
I think you're doing a great job.
Well, that's
it's what's unfortunate is we can't show the great folks at home our rigged system here.
Yes, yes.
We've got a camera on a stand, but it is taped with pink duct tape, which I didn't know existed.
I did not either.
That's a custom job by the St. Albert AV team right there.
We got here, the Digital Media Club had this kind of quasi set up. And
then they walked away from us.
Yeah, they left us up here. That's a lot of faith.
Yeah, or something.
So that brings up a 2nd and 11 now for Treynor. Big break for the Falcons.
Hand up the middle. Great option.
This quarterback is the real deal for Caden Dirks. I mean, he has a great fake handoff. He sold you. He sold me on that one. I'll be honest.
But you know who he didn't fool is Cameron Martison. Yep. I think that's who that is.
Well, we hope so.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll have to talk to Coach Jake Dentilli and Jake Driver afterwards to see about getting these, the rosters updated for Chad and Matt next week.
Charlie.
Yes.
Don't
Sorry.
scare. Don't.
Sorry. I didn't mean to bring a heart attack upon the viewers out there.
I doubt my cardiologist is paying attention right now.
Chad
so
is
I'm
a
in
one
trouble.
and done again. I can already tell that. Oof. And that play
incomplete. Great pressure by the Falcons.
That would be number 67, Cale Hobbs, who, by the way, Cale just came out as well within the last 2 weeks. And he laid a great smacking on the quarterback. And I'll tell you what, this is quite a turn of events as Treynor now kicks with 10:19 to go.
Into the wind. The punt's off, and what a punt. My goodness. Fielded by, we're not sure.
I think it was Monahan.
That's Monahan. Okay, at least we know number 18 is Monahan. Fielded by Monahan. Knee was on the ground. St. Albert takes over at the 17. may go down and see if we can't get some rosters from the St. Albert coaches at halftime. We apologize, folks. I do anyways. Josh Ryan, anxiously awaiting the birth of his 4th child.
Delivery room. That's what I want to know. Are they delivering as we speak, and are we being broadcast live?
Feel free to let us know, Josh. I will read it on the air, but I will not include the expletives.
If you name your child Joseph Chad Ryan, your kid's destined for greatness.
Monahan with the keeper, and nice run right up the middle. I'm going to bet it's probably going to pick up 5.
About a 5-yard. Monahan's had many carries on the night. As we said earlier, we are not keeping stats because we are in the wind tunnel. And quite frankly, our papers can't handle it. So
we're also not very good at this.
And that's the other part.
That too. We're just here to keep it real and banter back and forth. Hopefully the Falcons keep it close. We can keep our conversation on course here.
We are 9:42 to go here in the second quarter. St. Albert is down 7-2. They have the ball. 2nd down and 5 on the 18. Oh, thanks for grabbing the camera there.
Gooble's in motion, takes the pitch. Nice block by the wideout. And it'll bring up 3rd and...
Wideout being...
I'm going to call it 4.
Number 13, Owen Marshall, who is just a freshman.
You know what, though? I tell you what, that young man has had a wonderful career. Wonderful start to his career. State baseball champion as an 8th grader.
He's actually lining up again, so he's getting a lot of meaningful playing time. And I'll tell you what, this not only pays dividend this year, but next year and his next years after this.
Absolutely. Monahan on the keeper. He's got a big hole, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. It looks like a gain of 7. It'll be 1st and 10 Falcons from the 26.
And the nice thing about this is, Chad, is it moves the chains and keeps that clock rolling.
You bet. I would imagine. Obviously, there is no play clock in high school football. We are at 8:40 left in the second quarter. The Falcons, it would be in their best interest to keep things as slow as possible. I'm going to bet it's over 100 degrees on that turf.
At least. I'm steaming up here on this kind of black tar roof, so to speak. It's very hot up here.
I can't believe they let people stand on this, to be honest.
Well, we're not in the city, Chad. So, you have your city hat on.
We are in a city, just not the city.
So, yeah, I mean, this is what it is. And, hey.
Gooble's with the keeper up the middle.
Just so you know,
if
Tito down here on the end goes down and brings it down with us, the roof, I'm going toward him on the landing. Yeah. So.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet.
All I know is I'm not going straight down that way. It's a drop-off here, folks.
It's a good time to point out that Joan Army is afraid of heights. We also had the luxury of climbing this beautiful aluminum ladder that maybe was screwed to something with a drywall screw, but...
It was dicey.
We got up here.
I had no idea how I'm getting down.
We'll figure it out. We'll get a crane or something. 2nd and 10 Falcons, 7:30 to go in the second quarter. Monahan keeps it, runs on the short side of the field, and picks up 8.
Sally, when I was younger, as far as the marriage goes, that was a wise idea for me to get on the roof to clean the gutters. And needless to say, I got up there, and I spent about an hour and a half before I could get down. She's like, where have you been? I'm like, I can't get off the roof.
Sally's a pretty smart woman. That might have been part of an exit strategy.
Leap of faith. I had to take that step of faith, Chad, and I just couldn't do it.
Talking about marriage, or are you talking about the roof?
Well, the marriage thing had already been taken.
Half down to just one more. There's 6:52 to go in the second quarter. We are keeping the mics live, or as they say in the business, hot, mainly because I'm not sure we know how to turn them off. We're going to figure that out for halftime. Regroup, drink a Powerade.
I'd like to note that Randy Sawyers is watching from home tonight. The first time he's watched from home for one of these games in years, as he had an off-season surgery.
Hope he's feeling better.
He's on the mend, I hope, and hopefully he'll be back in the press box soon. But he has been just an absolute life force in the press box for, 30, 40 years. I believe he's actually this is probably the first game he's missed in probably at least 30 or 40 years. So hopefully he's on the men's.
Thank you again for tuning in. Chad Hannon, Joe Narmi, coming to you from St. Albert Sports Fan. Thank you for switching over to our Facebook page. These beautiful images being brought to you by the Hughes family, Kelly's Carpet, and the Chris Hughes camera is what we're calling that for the evening. The wind is still blowing to the south. It kind of looks like it's shifting a little bit in town or not, but it looks like it's going to the north of Treynor. So we should be able to get this game in with no problem.
One of our sponsors, Chris Hughes from Kelly's Carpet, that'd be appreciated. As you are aware, that's what got booted you off last year, so maybe we don't have a repeat performance this year.
No comment.
So Falcons.
This is all a mind game at this time, folks.
Falcons 3rd and 2 on their own 34. A nice handoff to Goobles. Looks like he might have got a spotter's. Ooh, they came back.
Not a great spot.
Nope, the Falcons have tried that play now on every single 3rd down and has not come up for a first down yet. So maybe see what the Falcons do now. It's going to be 4th and short again, and they are going to punt. So maybe a missed opportunity here for the Falcons, as they are continuously kind of working the inside interior line of Treynor tonight on the runs. Trying to see if they can poke a hole somewhere. So far they have not. But the game is still young with 6:11 to go here in the second quarter. St. Albert down 7-2.
Jackson Lennon back to punt. A rugby style punt. It's going to catch the turf and roll. Nice effort by Lennon there. And it looks like the ball's going to come to a stop in between the 30 and the 29. Cardinals will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 30 with 5:51 remaining in the second quarter.
And that ball was down by true freshman Parker Heisterkamp.
There's another Heisterkamp?
Another Heisterkamp.
Wow.
So he is out here tonight as a true freshman as well. One of the 9. Keep in mind, a couple years ago, folks, we had a really big freshman class as well that played a lot of minutes with the Matt Fagan, Joe Liston, Kyle Barnes group. They went on to play in the state semifinals up at the Dome.
Pitch to the near side. And Monahan doing everything tonight with the tackle. Cardinals do pick up the first down, though. It's a gain of 11. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 41.
Falcons kind of got caught 42. On the inside there. But Monahan came in and cleaned it up on the backside. Monahan had another wonderful baseball season.
Clock is ticking. We are at 5:30 left in the first half. Cardinals look like they're slowing it down too.
They are.
Not sure that would be my choice if I was them.
No.
I'd be speeding this thing up.
This is, another pass.
There's going to be a late hit.
On the quarterback?
Yep, on probably Cameron Martison. I would say it was close-ish, but it was. And this will be a good call.
It's tough to lay off when you're coming in that hard. And
you bet. Understandable. It'll be a pickup, a personal foul. This is not college football, so there are no microphones on the officials.
That's a big penalty against St. Albert. That's a 15-yarder.
It's going to put the Cardinals in plus territory now. So they head in with about 5:12 left to go in the second quarter. They will have the ball at their own 48-yard line.
That would have been a 3rd down for the Treynor, and now instead they have 1st and 10 on the St. Albert 43-yard line.
Treynor student section chiming in, making sure that young Cameron Martison knows that he cannot do that. And I think
he is a senior.
He did get the message, I believe.
As the Treynor has got St. Albert spread out again. Under center, though.
Pass to the far side of the field.
Ooh, nice play.
I tell you, this Jackson Schumacher, he's a junior from Treynor. He has really done everything for them tonight.
That'll bring up another first down. Treynor just got the ball on the flats where there were not many Falcons and used their explosiveness out there. So they're trying to get their skill players the ball out on the flats. Refreshing to see. As St. Albert is a little bit on their heels right now. Treynor's on the 30-yard line of St. Albert with approximately 4:35 to go here in the second quarter. Keep in mind that Treynor will receive the kickoff of the second half as well.
Interesting that the Cardinals, they don't go in shotgun. I don't believe they've gone in shotgun maybe once or twice. Falcons close in quickly on the runner. Again, Jackson Schumacher.
Bring up 2nd and 8.
One of the
Treynor.
few juniors on the team.
Yeah, a newcomer as well. Just came out 2 weeks ago.
Clock ticks down. We're under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Cardinals are leading the Falcons 7-2, but they're on the march. St. Albert's going to need to stand up here. 2nd and 8. The 28.
Ooh, nice.
Handoff to the fullback. That will be a first down for Treynor.
This is a great game for these young Falcons as far as assignment-oriented. It's much like a Logan Magnolia deal where you got to stay on your man and you got to follow through with the tackle on those fakes.
That's Caden. I want to make sure I get a Treynor game last year, and he had quite a few carries in that game as well. He's hobbled a little bit today.
Well, everyone's kind of getting their first dings of the season in.
Yeah. Had fumble on the play there. Falcons, so we've got a scrum. We'll see who's got the ball. The official looks like he's going to point to Treynor, but
that's a big turnover as
that
St. Albert
is
gets the
not
fumble
the case.
Recovery with 3:03 to go here in the second quarter. Treynor driving all the way down to the 20-yard line of St. Albert, and they turn it over.
Did you see who recovered that? It looked like John Helton. I hate to give him credit if he didn't recover that, but it looked like it was John Helton
I think
there.
we're going to give him credit.
All right. Congratulations on that fumble recovery, John. We're proud of you.
So here we go now. St. Albert with a little something going here with 3:03 to go here in the second quarter. They put the wind at their back. Haven't been able to do much on offense today, but nonetheless.
In the pregame, I was watching the kicker, and he was not wearing a jersey, so I apologize. I didn't catch his name.
Nate Kay will be the kicker this year.
Nate Kay. He was making them from about 40 in the direction that they're headed right now. So if they can get down to the 20-25, at least give themselves a shot at a field goal, that would be a big win in my opinion.
Adam Goebbels with a nice run up the middle again for about a yard and a half. Sam, sorry. Adam's the older brother, right?
He is the older brother, yep.
Is he still at, didn't he go to Northwestern?
I don't know where he's
I believe
at.
he went to Northwestern on a football scholarship. I think he is, I think he is still up there. Anyway, so St. Albert is clearly just going to wind this clock down if they possibly can. With 2:30 to go here in the second quarter, they are on approximately the Treynor 29-yard line.
Monahan taking his time, drying his hands. Takes the snap out of the shotgun. He's going to pass. Does get the ball off, and it is caught by Goebbels for a first down. St. Albert will have the ball at the 42-yard line.
And in high school, if I recall, I believe the clock stops.
It does stop on a first down, but it winds as the ball is set.
Yes.
So the Falcons will need to pick up the pace to get it to, at minimum, field goal range, and I would estimate that to be around the 20-25-yard line.
I think that's probably a safe bet. I think you probably get it down to 20. You're probably safe for Nate. Okay. Nate's actually a cousin of mine.
Really?
Nothing gets by our city councilman. That brings up a long second here with a minute 35 to go here in the second quarter.
The loss of yards is tough to stomach there, but it's the fact that the clock kept running. He was close to the sideline. Good job by Treynor to keep him in. And it looks like Treynor's going to call a timeout. They see an opportunity. It is 2nd and long. They want to make sure they don't give up a big chunk or a big pass play here. Or they'd like to get the ball back. Who knows? So 1:27 left in the first quarter.
I'd like to thank all of you who came over from the YouTube page to the Facebook page. Somehow YouTube is not connecting tonight. It's been connecting all summer, but apparently tonight it has not. Not sure what the story is, but we'll have to talk to our Digital Media Club president, Alexis Narmi, as well as Georgie Bonet, to see what the story is. Otherwise, Facebook brings on a nice video. Some say it's a little windy anyway when we talk.
I think many would say that. Our wives would be the first to say that.
I don't believe mine would, actually. Big plans this weekend, Chad? Is there anything going on in the city we need to know about?
Everything is good. What's going on in the legal system right now? Anything good?
It's been just kind of steady Eddie right now.
Good. Keeping the innocent people out of jail.
That's right. Always remember, innocent until proven guilty, Chad.
Thankfully, I have my attorney remind me of that frequently.
And remember, you have the right to remain silent, and I would highly recommend you exercise that right at all times.
Also reminds me of that as well.
With that being said, we have 1:27 to go here in the second quarter.
Looks like the Treynor band's setting up over here. They've got quite the setup. Got a xylophone, maybe?
I believe that's
drum set?
Old school xylophone.
2 xylophone sets. There's one behind. Wow. Flag team coming up. Beautiful facility out here in Treynor. They did it right for sure. Falcons will be facing a 2nd and 13 on the 39. Realistically, they need to pick up about 40 yards to get into field goal range. We'll see what Coach Shriver came up with during the timeout. Monahan drops back to pass. Monahan overshot his wide receiver there.
So Falcons elect to kind of keep pushing the issue here and come up just a touch short on that with an interception. That would be Monahan's 2nd of the night. But nonetheless, that puts Treynor in play here as they have 1st and 10 on their own 43-yard line with 1:17 to go.
Treynor does have 2 timeouts. Falcons have 1. I would imagine they'll keep that in their back pocket, but we'll see what Treynor drums up. They have not really done much through the air. All their damage has been done on the ground.
And they may just keep it there as they run on that play, but that's a big bruising back there.
That's Miller's big kid.
Big kid.
I don't know how much you can trust these programs, but
according
to this, 5'8", 195.
Nope.
It's a stout young man.
He is a little bigger than 195, that's for sure.
I would say so.
He is, I'm going to go 215.
We are at the 45-second mark left. Oh, we've got a pass. A lot of confusion here on the Treynor side. Falcons are closing in. Looked like a blindside block there, but Treynor's going to get away with that. And Treynor will call a timeout. It will be 3rd and 4 right at midfield.
Treynor kind of caught a bit off guard there. The snap, I think the center did not know the snap count, to be honest with you. And everyone else was kind of rolling. And yes. I see, looks like Kelly's carpet, Kelly Crone, is in the house tonight with her husband, Brad.
Nice to see Kelly and Brad out.
Yes. I think Brad calls this date night.
Oh, that's one way to look at it. Great turnout by the St. Albert student section, especially relative to years past. They're occupying one section, 1/3, I would say, of the visiting stands.
We have a shout out from the Rollises. The Klusmans and Wilbers are watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
Always great to hear from them.
Hope all of your children are off to a successful freshman year of college.
I really miss listening to Amy at games. She really brings the best out of me. And of course, baseball,
Golf.
golf. I would not be surprised to see him on the football staff this year, and maybe basketball as well.
Could make a movie out of that.
Maybe volleyball.
I'm sure he's got some free time, right?
I think he does. I think he has a lot of free time right now. He's kind of just getting, he's in between seasons.
Sure.
Looks like
33 seconds left in the half. Treynor with the ball. It is 3rd and 3. Falcons will need to stamp up here and get a stop.
Oh, wow.
Wide open. Great tackle there by Jackson Lennon. He really saved a touchdown.
Number 10 is Nate Kay, by the way.
Okay, 10 is Nate Kay, not Jackson Lennon. Feel really bad about that.
Good to know.
So Nate Kay with the tackle there, and
That was a
probably
touchdown.
held 6 off. Seconds left.
Somehow he got free there in the secondary, and that means 26 seconds to go here in the second quarter as Treynor now has the ball on the St. Albert 17-yard line.
Showing off my AV skills here, operating the camera. It is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at me.
Did she show you how to use that?
I was vaguely paying attention when Alexis was telling us how that worked.
Alexis went through the instructions in about a minute flat.
It was like she was leaving to hang out with her friends or something and didn't really have time to talk to us.
That's pretty much how it went.
Is that what it's like to have a high school age daughter?
Yes. Mine is over there, but I did not see her come in.
Out there in the, it appears, if I can catch it.
Let's not get too aggressive here.
Oh, I'm
Oh, yeah.
feeling pretty confident. Look at the student section right there.
Oh, yeah, good student section.
Great student section, especially for a road game.
All dressed in the whiteout night tonight.
Smart choice when it's
Very
slightly
smart
warm.
choice.
Slightly
And you're
warm.
facing the sun usually.
Smart students here at St. Albert, as we have come to know.
Yes. Last year's high ACT score was 35, by the way.
As Joe takes a picture of the sunset, I'm sure his parents would be so proud.
Thank you.
Falcons trying to hold Treynor out of the end zone here. 26 seconds left. Treynor drops back to pass and incomplete.
Somehow that play only took 5 seconds.
Well, some may call that the home field clock, Joe.
Oh, yeah. I'm fully aware.
I hope Vince Rue's not listening to this. He would be so disappointed in our play-by-play. But we hope you're entertained. No promises.
0.
But we are here regardless. Treynor will have 2nd and 10, 21 seconds left, and a 7-2 lead. This is a baseball score.
Yeah, a bit of an odd score. I'm not sure if I've ever seen one of these before. Hopefully it stays this way going into the half, but we'll see.
Was that a Iowa Penn State game? Was it 5-2?
Could have been. Could have
That
been.
was I know it was low.
Ooh.
Pass is incomplete. Great play by Monahan there on the end. He's playing the far side corner, knocked the ball out, and Treynor looks like they've got a guy cramping up.
Well, he just took a good hit across the middle, and those slants are tough. I mean, if you catch it, and you look great, but if you don't, you usually get popped, and he got popped. So that brings up 3rd and 10, 18 seconds to go. Ball on the St. Albert 17-yard line.
St. Albert State baseball champion, class of 1990.
Whenever I need any fashion kind of sense, I like to kind of see what Graham's got on for the day.
All credit should go to Katie for that.
I don't doubt it.
The wind picks up out of the southwest. Treynor back to pass. 15 seconds left in the game. And Monahan, that is pass interference in its cleanest form.
Thank you, pass,
and that is going to be called.
Thank you.
That was, I mean, he didn't even try to hide it, which I give him credit. Like now he's like, oh man, what did I do? What? How can that be pass interference?
You had to call it, so.
Yeah, yep. That is Todd Peterson, the senior. It will be 3rd and 20 from the 27.
This is where I think if you're St. Albert, you call a timeout and get this young defense settled down to know, okay, we knock everything down at this point in time.
Coach Trevor may be saving that for 4th down.
Could be.
It might be tough to get into the end zone, especially with this wind.
Well, now the wind, yes. Now they're backed up to a point where I'm not even sure this kicker can get this in at this point in time.
I would guess not, but not knowing he has had a nice kickoff, a nice punt. It's possible, I suppose, but it would be very impressive if he made this field goal. 13 seconds to go in the first half. Falcons are down 7-2.
So now it's 3rd and long.
Dirks drops back to pass again. It's like a hold on the edge. And that is picked by St. Albert. Hopefully not at the 1-yard line, but most definitely on the 1-yard line.
1-yard line.
5 seconds to go here in the first half.
That was picked off by Monahan. Skill here on the camera is not the greatest, as you can probably gather. Nonetheless, is it 5 seconds to go? Looks
Yeah,
like 5 seconds.
5 seconds to go. If St. Albert has a fullback, this would be a great opportunity to hand them the ball and tell them to get out of the end zone.
I'm not sure if St. Albert is capable of going under center, to be very honest with you.
I would, honestly, I'd put a guy like Tony Bush. He's a big kid. I'd put Tony Bush under center, say, don't drop it, and push as hard as you can.
Yes. So anyway, we got 5 seconds to go. Dangerous territory, believe it or not, for St. Albert is there on the 1-yard line.
And this is where I'm gonna rant for a second. No criticism of our great coaches here at St. Albert. However, this is what drives me nuts about football today. You have to be able to take a snap under center.
Agreed.
You cannot go shotgun with your feet in the end zone. You just can't do that. So hopefully, Coach Driver's got something dialed up here. I have all the faith in him that he does. The Falcons are going to have to push their way out of this. And folks, the front line for Treynor is no joke. There's some big guys on that line. It is not going to be easy. But I would say the momentum definitely in St. Albert's court right now.
Absolutely. Oh, almost tipped that camera over. We'll try to get a little close up here of the student section again.
Who sings Come On Eileen? That was more your era than mine.
I don't know, but these songs are basically going to get us banned from Facebook.
Yeah, I was going to say,
So
we're going to get kicked off Facebook eventually for
this broadcast
the
will
background
not
noise.
be rebroadcast later on. I can guarantee you from Facebook standards.
We were either going to get kicked off because of me and Joe or the music. It was
Yes.
a crapshoot. So,
With that being said, it sounds like Charlie is at a wedding tonight, by the way.
that's surprising for a guy like Charlie. He's
So
a
we are
man of many details.
Yeah, so Charlie's quite the dancer. Do you ever see him out there dancing? It's
I've never seen that. I have attended some weddings that Charlie has been at. Never seen him leave his chair, to be honest.
It's quite a sight.
Looks like Falcons are going to have the ball just inside of the 2-yard line, so not as dire as it originally looked from the spot.
So once again, 7-2, Treynor leads,
Looks like Cameron Martis in the center.
and they're under.
And they are
center.
going under center. Coach Driver, listening to the broadcast maybe? I hope not, because I am not a coach by any means.
Simply downs it, and folks,
Smart.
that is the end of the first half. Treynor leads 7-2 over the Falcons. Treynor will take over to start the second half. They will receive the kickoff. We'll kind of stay here. We're going to. Can you hear me?
Welcome back. We're still facing about before the second half kicks. The Cardinals will
Big Ten score, I think. But thanks for sticking around. So we do appreciate it. It's always an inquisitive group on Facebook, I always found out, as far as what's the score, so on and so forth. But we're back. 7-2 for those who need the score again. St. Albert is down. They will kick off. I believe they're going to kick off into the wind as well.
Good showing by the young Falcons so far. Only down 5. Just a quick recap of how we got here. Falcons received the kickoff, punted. Treynor turned the ball over almost immediately on an interception. Treynor on the next drive then punted, and the ball went through the back of the end zone. Falcons took a 2-0 lead. Treynor responded almost, I think, on the next drive, scored a touchdown on a beautiful triple option play, and that was it for the first half. So for these young Falcons to only be down 7-2 to an experienced, strong Treynor team, I think they're in decent shape.
I'll tell you what, that recap and play-by-play there was fantastic, Chad. The reason why we're here tonight. So we are now getting ready to kick off here. The wind is actually kicking up. There's kind of storms brewing all around us, and I'll tell you what, the wind has certainly picked up. We are on top of this press box. I'm going to guess it's probably 40 feet down at least to the bottom. A bit shaky up here. This certainly would probably not fit into Chad's city code here, but nonetheless, we're out here in the county. Not your problem.
Not my problem.
As many as you recap here, you saw myself on the website. We did remove the YouTube connection for those of you who are not figuring that out yet. But with that being said, you missed the first part. Chad is the current mayor of Council Bluffs right now. Is Matt Walsh, St. Albert grad as well, 2 St. Albert grads. He is out of town until at least till tomorrow. So Chad's been the mayor the last 2 weeks. So have you seen anything that's happened the last 2 weeks that you have not approved of or you find disgruntled about? Not only show up to a city council meeting, but also call Mayor Walsh to voice your concerns.
I'm sure he'll be first in line. You can also email me at channon@councilbluffs-ia.gov. I would be happy to hear your concerns.
Is that legitimate?
That is legit. That is my city government email address.
Wow. Any big plans in the next 24 hours for you? Status quo like any government employee. I appreciate that. Tell you what, you've already come to trough.
A year and a half, and I've figured it out.
So Nate K for St. Albert, the senior, my cousin, by the way, kicking off for St. Albert. Wind's kind of dying down here just a touch.
Shout out to my friend Jared Youngblood checking in, also watching the LC game. Kickoff goes down the sideline. Treynor picks it up and scampers down the field. This is not good for the Falcons. And this is Jackson Schumacher, who has done everything for Treynor tonight. He's going to take that about 85 yards to pay dirt, and the Cardinals find themselves up 13-2. Extra point pending. Not a great start for the Falcons.
Not a great start at all. It was kind of a low-line drive kick. Allowed Treynor to get some momentum there as far as the kickoff return goes, and they just took it, got behind the wall, and they were gone.
Well-blocked play by Treynor. Again, these are young Falcons. We're looking at over 50% of the roster as freshmen or sophomores. Many upperclassmen that were not out for football at the beginning of the season are today. These are the growing pains that the Falcon fans will have to encounter as they figure it out, and ultimately, we all know by the end of the season they will have this figured out.
They definitely will. So St. Albert now is down 14-2.
you would not appreciate where we're at right now.
No, and I'm not a big heights person, as we've already discussed. So anyway, we're up here in the wind tunnel, 40 feet above the bottom, and with a looks like maybe a weekend type project fencing here for the quote-unquote barrier. So anyway,
Well,
what we do for Falcon football.
Is your life insurance up to date? I know mine is. Shout out Jay Sims, Armor Insurance.
I honestly don't know, but if a policy was taken out today about 6 o'clock, you'll know that maybe this was a setup.
It could have been. It could have been.
Anyway, so St. Albert will receive.
Great sponsor, Armor Insurance, Jay Sims.
Absolutely.
Father of 4 St. Albert children.
Yes.
Wonderful insurance agent. Always responsive. Anytime, day or night, he will address your insurance needs as Treynor kicks off.
Nice kickoff into the wind.
Falcons are going to let that bounce out of bounds. That is really smart. Is that Brendan Monahan down there?
It is Brendan Monahan.
Very smart play from an experienced football player. Falcons will get the ball, I believe in high school it's at the 35.
It is at the 35. That's actually very good field position for St. Albert. Right out the defense and then use those holes and use those blocks to their advantage. Got a special shout out from a gentleman by the name of Graham Meether, St. Albert dad, St. Albert state champion, by the way.
He does like to point that out.
Baseball state champion.
LC leading Harlan 22-7.
Wow.
That's a impressive score. I didn't anticipate it was going to be that big of a difference between the two teams. St. Albert runs right up the middle with Goobles. Nothing going there.
I think that Treynor has got the middle locked down.
I do too. I do too.
But nonetheless, the LC score is surprising. LC though does return a lot in their defensive line.
Justin Cameron's got a bit of a pipeline going right now. I think it's 6 straight years of D1 football players on the roster.
Could be.
A couple on the roster this year, so they will be a formidable opponent.
That's
best of luck to that young man. Monahan passes in. Is incredibly lucky that that wasn't picked off.
wow.
It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Falcons on the 35.
Special shout out as well to sorry about that, to Joe Miller from LC. Some prayers his way. Sophomore out there, a good friend of the St. Albert family with Danny and Holly Miller. So special prayers to Joe, the sophomore out there. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for St. Albert. 11 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
John Helton in motion. The handoff is to Goobles right up the middle, and not much there. Gain of 2. It'll make it 4th and 8 for the Falcons.
So that brings up 4th and 8, as Chad just said, with 10:46 to go. St. Albert has a pretty solid wind behind it at this point in time. It's kind of more going across now at this point in time.
It is. It has shifted. There were no clouds to the south when we started this broadcast, and it has become quite dark, quite cloudy out there.
Well, it is called nighttime, Chad.
It is nighttime.
Anyway, you won't get this type of meteorological advanced knowledge from any weather sports fan out there.
I get all of my knowledge from Jim Flowers' Facebook page.
Likewise, by the way.
Nate K with the punt. That's a nice punt. Fielded by Treynor at the 32 and pushed out of bounds by Parker Heisterkamp.
Parker Heisterkamp, true freshman. His parents, both Carroll Kemper grads, by the way. Not from Carroll, I believe. I believe they're from Breda. One of the feeder systems, feeder schools to Carroll. Proud communities up there. But Parker Heisterkamp, one of the many freshmen on this year's team, making a difference.
Treynor takes over at the 36 here at the near side of the field. Caden Dirks, the Treynor quarterback, hands off to Miller, the fullback, and nothing.
hide that ball extremely well, much like a Logan does. They like to just keep it simple.
I wonder what their quarterback play would look like if it wasn't so windy. I think the wind's messed with. He does have 1 interception. It would be interesting to know what the 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it would be interesting to see what he would do if it wasn't so windy out.
Correct.
Dirks with the option, and he's going to take a risky pitch right there. A pickup of, call it 6. And it will be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4 for Treynor. Falcons are going to try to hold strong here. 3rd and 4. Treynor on their own side, or on the Albert side of the field. You'd have to guess that an option play is coming here. Joe had to step away from the mic here real quick. It's a handoff to Miller, the fullback, and he is right at that marker. It looks like he has enough for the first down. First down, Treynor on the 47-yard line. Good effort by the Falcons there. Just not quite able to stop him just in time. And as we've talked about before, young, the Miller boy from Treynor, Caden is his name, Caden Miller. He's a stout young man. Not the tallest, but he is well able to power his way through the middle of the St. Albert defense for the better part of this evening. Dirks under center. Fakes the handoff. Here's the pass. Well defended by Monahan, but an even better catch and run by Owen Miska, a senior. He's going to take it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's a heck of a gain by Treynor right there. Monahan was in great position to defend that ball. Unfortunately, just like our camera work,
sorry about that.
Just came up a little short.
Had to take a call there from Father Monahan. Get a few questions on the broadcast, so I think we're back in action here.
Good evening, Father Monahan. Thanks for tuning in.
So yes, they'll bring up 1st and 10 for Treynor on the St. Albert 13-yard line.
Shout out to my wife checking in. She says, you sound like a pack-a-day smoker. Not sure if that's a compliment. I'm going to take it as one. Dirks under center.
I think it's kind of meant toward your your soft talking again.
I don't believe I'm speaking softly, but if I am, please drop a text to me or Joe, and I will speak up.
Miller pushes forward for 3, 2nd and 7.
A gain of, call it 4? It's kind of hard to tell down there. My vision's not the best.
No, it is not. So yes, we have 7:11 to go here. 14-2 Treynor. They are driving. They're on the St. Albert 9-yard line. They do have a chance to get a first down, and they get to the 2-yard line. We're going to try to block this win from our deal here. We are on a...
It's really picked up here.
Yes.
Handoff to Miller, the fullback, and he is stuffed.
That is good assignment football there from St. Albert.
That's disciplined play there. With the misdirection, it can be difficult to know where the ball's at. Well played by the St. Albert defense, and that brings up a 3rd and 7. The ball's on the 9, so to your point, they get to the 2, 1 or 2. They've got a first down ahead of them.
And I believe this is going to be 4-down territory for Treynor from the stance of the wind is just really kicking up here now, as you can probably gather here. So it's 4-down territory for Treynor.
It is, and you know, even from the perspective of the Falcons have not been able to move the ball very well. Going up 21-2 may be the nail in the coffin. Pass from Dirks is incomplete. Well defended by the Falcons. That's Monahan and John Helton on the coverage. We'll see what the Cardinals decide to do. The field at least at the moment. Running guys off. Kick is up and it is no good. Wide left.
Wide
so
left.
The Falcon defense hangs on
That's big, as they'll bring the ball out to the 25-yard line, I believe.
You know what? I don't know.
So we now have a...
Is this a water break?
It might be.
Following this field goal.
Nope, we're going to get after it.
We're going right into it. All right, sounds good.
Good. That was a big miss there, as St. Albert still stays within striking distance. That would have been that drive would have been a tough one for St. Albert to dig themselves out of. They would have gone down 21-2. And we do have a water break now for this game. The temperature now actually doesn't feel too bad. Of course, we're up here on the nice, cool country breeze up here.
83 degrees,
really, it feels
according to the Weather Channel.
Feels a little cooler than that. Yes, I'm a big Jim Flowers Facebook guy myself. That guy is spot on.
he's pretty entertaining. You know, looking at the radar, it looks like we're okay. It sounds like we're in the wind tunnel.
Whatever is getting sucked is going toward the north.
Yeah, it's a strong south wind. If you can see the flag.
Crosswind up here.
Yep. Press box is shaking.
Whatever you want to call it on.
I didn't get the opportunity to get out and walk much this summer. So I'm not carrying quite an extra 15, but more than I probably is right.
Well, as the mayor, how has it been, the temperature-wise?
That's been pretty cool.
Did you have to do an actual city council meeting at all, or not?
I did have to do a city council meeting.
Well, since you guys have kind of hidden those from the people out there on the video, it's hard to find.
That is not the case.
Well,
to my faithful Council Bluffs residents, they're available on the city's website.
Up to debate.
Live streamed and logged so that you can watch them at your leisure. Falcons will take the ball over, 1st and 10 on the 20.
St. Albert down 14-2.
Oh, missing alignment. We're going to run somebody out. Falcons with the ball on the 20. We've got a long road ahead of them. Down 14-2 with 6:01 left in the third. Plenty of time left in this game, but it would be nice to see the Falcons move the ball and put some points on the board.
St. Albert up the middle again.
It's going to be Goobles, I believe.
Kind of the bread and butter of the St. Albert offense, the middle. So another
gain of 1.
Gain of 1.
It's going to be 2nd and 9. Falcons are shuttling linemen in and out of the game, it looks like.
This is a good chance for them to get some playing time under their belt as well, as you know they're going to have a tough road to hoe there in their district overall. So they'll face the Underwoods of the world, as will St. Albert as far as a non-district game. But
sure,
it gets tough there in their district.
Yeah.
St. Albert actually has a tough one next week. Home opener against Riverside, who's picked to win the district this year.
And tune in, we will have our audio-visual issues sorted out by then. Here's Monahan, he's scrambling for his life, and he is going to be sacked. That's going to be a loss of 6. Falcons are facing 3rd and 15 or 16 at about the 14-yard line. And then
stay tuned tomorrow. We'll keep you updated on the Twitter feed for some St. Albert Saints volleyball action. They are in Harlan for the Harlan Invitational tomorrow.
Cross country in action as well tomorrow, I believe.
Yes, they're down in Glenwood. Their start time down there is 10. Start time in Harlan is 10:30. I believe the girls run at 10 and the boys run at 10:30 tomorrow down in Glenwood.
Okay.
That is a healthy race down there, by the way.
Is it?
It is loaded.
Oh, nice. I think there's a lot of promise on both sides, boys and girls, for the St. Albert cross country team. Good early season test. Monahan takes the snap, goes right up the middle. He's picking up some yardage, and Monahan picks up the first down. What a scramble. A gain of, call it 17, 18, and the Falcons are in business. It is 1st and 10.
That's a big run for St. Albert to just keep that clock moving, everything else at this point in time. As that winds down to 4:16 to go here in the third quarter. St. Albert down 14-2.
Great run. Great run. Good upfield vision. Fought through a couple of tackles.
Once again, these are kids who, many of these kids, several of them have played on the state championship baseball team this year.
Joe, when's the first St. Albert home volleyball game?
It is on September 7th that is a many think it should be a national holiday, quite frankly, as it is my birthday.
Oh, of course.
As well as my dad's birthday, as well as Ray Matson's birthday.
God bless.
As well
John
as Tim Gentili's birthday. So it's some call it the national holiday. But anyway, it's September 7th. That will be the home opener for the Saints, and that'll be kind of the big unveiling of the St. Albert Gym project.
I would encourage anybody still tuned into this to, if you can make it, please do yourself a favor, check that out. That gym is phenomenal. They did a great job, from the fundraising to the teams that have been working on it in the construction to the volunteers who came in and put the floor down, and to be remarkable. I've had a few brief pictures to person.
Phenomenal. And it's will not be completed until about first part of January, as they have some pieces coming in just due to some supply issues that will come in, like the trophy cases. The big trophy cases will come in later on to kind of complete the Hughes family trophy case. Other parts will come in as well, but it is spectacular, and you will be stunned to see it when you show up in person. So I would highly recommend you get up there. They are still taking donations. And in St. Albert, we take donations 24/7, 365, no matter what's going on up there. So dig deep in the pockets and donate a few of your funds to that project, as well as other projects up at St. Albert.
Falcons facing 3rd and 10 here, but on that note, to make a donation, St. Albert's made it about as easy as possible. Timeout Falcons. Great time to talk about fundraising. If you want to go to the school's website, make a monetary donation, all you have to do is go to stalbertschools.org and find the donate button. You can do it online, either via credit card if you choose, or with no processing fees. You can do it from your bank account. And
it's actually under the giving.
Under
giving, then go donate.
Thank you.
And it is
very
phenomenal.
Easy way to donate money, a great way to support the school. And I can tell you, it is greatly appreciated, and it is making a difference. Most notable upgrade in not even recent history, in probably since the elementary school was built in the mid-2000s. Sorely needed, and great. Also from Compass Construction, proud St. Albert parents, 2002 graduate Jackie Hodson was her maiden name. They own Compass Construction. They did a great job on the construction there, and it has made a difference. As someone who drives that drive every day, my tires are much appreciative of the efforts.
Great job. Ooh, got a little press box shaking.
Got sandstorm going. All of a sudden, the press box really started moving here.
Sandstorm, for you people out there over the age of 50, that is a music song.
Electronica, maybe?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of house music for those of us who used to club.
Yeah. Well, it's not me. 3rd and 10 from the 33. Falcons have the ball. Need to do something here. Helton in motion. He will take the pitch, and he's trying to find the corner. Good open field tackle by Treynor, and nothing doing. Falcons will need to punt.
So 14-2, 2:25 to go in the third quarter, St. Albert will face a 4th and roughly 9, and they will punt from their own 34-yard line.
Nate Kay back to punt.
And this is just a different type of punt as far as the wind here is crosswind, which is kind of rare. You don't see it very often.
No, you don't. And if the past few punts have been any indication, it'll be a rugby-style punt. He'll hang on to it here for a second. And
beautiful punt.
Great punt. And no fair catch. No fair catch at all. Falcons are going to recover it at the 25.
Falcons recover that. Yep.
The punt returner was afforded the opportunity. Sorry on the camera work here, folks. The referees are going to sort this out. It should be Falcon ball.
Should be Falcon ball.
The returner did have the opportunity to field it. Did not call for a fair catch by my assessment.
He did not. I did not see a hand go up at all.
I would honestly be shocked if it's not St. Albert ball here.
It should be St. Albert's ball. But we'll see. You know, keep in mind, you got a younger reffing crew out here, and they're going to call that
uncertain what that is. They're replaying the down.
Replaying the down.
Inadvertent whistle. That is a terrible break for St. Albert. And the St. Albert faithful are letting them know that is an awful, awful break for St. Albert. To your point, this must be a junior officiating crew.
Wow.
Looking down, the Treynor fans have a look of relief on their faces.
That was a clear turnover.
That, quite honestly, is inexcusable. But here we are. Falcons Snakeheads back to punt again. It is a lower punt. No one back to recover from Treynor. They may have learned their lesson there. Ball's going to roll all the way down to the 19, and it is touched by John Helton. Treynor takes over 1st and 10 at the 19, and Falcons are going to have to put that behind them.
They were, and that's where you have to have a young team to say, okay, next play.
Yep.
So we got 1:38 to go here, third quarter. This third quarter is taking quite a long time, but nonetheless, St. Albert is down 14-2. They were down 7-2 at the half. Treynor came out and scored on the kickoff to make it 14-2. So St. Albert's got to kind of lock up here, figure some things out.
See what Treynor does. I would assume that they're going to grind this as much as possible, try to eat some clock. The Falcons aren't really threatening on offense, but as we've alluded to many times before, the depth is on Treynor's side here.
Absolutely. So Treynor tests the middle there. You got a bruising fullback there.
Caden Miller.
He is, I'm going to guess he's about 215. Does he wrestle? He looks like a wrestler.
He does look like a wrestler. You know what? Ironically enough, I think I'm Facebook friends with his mom.
Oh, really?
I think he has a mullet, if I remember that correctly.
Is she a constituent?
I don't know, to be honest. I have a lot of Facebook friends. I have no clue who they are. And I don't know why anyone would want to be Facebook friends with me.
That's part of being a city councilman / mayor of the week. So.
Sounds like something you would donate at an auction or something.
Kind of, yeah. It sounds like that's kind of what you've done the last week and a half. What Treynor? A good 10 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, I was following the fullback on that. My apologies to the folks at home. They sell the fake really well.
Yes. This is great for St. Albert because it is all about assignment football, and they're going to need that next week playing Riverside, a district game, as I believe it's Kermanowski, the Riverside quarterback, is coming in, and he was the district, I believe, offensive player of the year last year. So tough task next week for St. Albert.
Snap is fumbled. They do get it to the fullback, and he is stuffed in the backfield. That will be a loss of 2.
Great job by the Falcons.
4th and 5. Falcons are going to force a punt. And the third quarter is over. Good job by Treynor burning the clock there.
Yeah, 14-2. Treynor leads 14-2. To start this fourth quarter, they will punt. Fourth quarters are made for comebacks.
Again, Falcons at home next week.
I got some great, this is the reason why we call him Midas. Mike Klusman, KMA Coach of the Year, sends a text and says, great job vocally. That's a given. Camera following the ball needs some work. You know, that is coaching right there.
That's good feedback.
That is the reason why he is the KMA Coach of the Year, because of feedback like that. Now, no one else out there is giving us that feedback.
No.
They're just complaining.
Yeah, mostly.
So,
welcome to my life.
Yeah.
This is how my life goes.
He not only just gives a nice pat on the back, some positive reinforcement, and then he just kind of gives you a little nudge on the backside to say, hey, here's some improvement area.
You know what? If we're doing that good of a job, maybe we should do this next week.
That's a strong pass on my part. This is my first football game ever, and this will be my last football game ever.
We'll drag him out of retirement,
So
folks.
my question is, why is Wilbur watching this thing? Why is he not up here?
That's a great. Did he not text you back? I could not have been your first text.
Yeah, actually, I think I actually forgot to text him.
And
by the way, you are not my first text.
I didn't expect to be.
So, as you're aware from last year's Lewis Central game or whatever that was,
not my best performance.
No.
I did feel like I rebounded nicely for the St. Albert Lewis Central basketball game.
You were the Seinfeld soft talker where next thing you know, I thought maybe Vince was going to show up in a pirate shirt. Anyway.
If I'm shouting into the microphone, that's why. Treynor with the punt, and this is not going to be a good one, folks. It's going to go out of bounds about the guy on the sideline doesn't have a clue.
He has no
clue. He just
clue.
put his hands up and said, I don't know.
Okay, now you look at the guy. Oh, my Lord. They actually put the ball out of bounds right there.
That is remarkable. It probably crossed the end line, the out of bounds line 5-6 yards before that.
That is when that sideline guy has to look back at his umpire, and the umpire pulls him forward on the sideline to where that ball goes out.
Before the snark came out.
Well, hey, we saved it till the fourth quarter.
We have not been admonished by Candy and Army yet, so I feel like we're doing terrible.
As Chris Hughes would say, Kelly's Carpet Furniture, Counts Bluffs, be better.
Yeah.
Be better.
Yeah. It can't be that much to ask. I don't know.
No.
Now my stepfather is out. He's a longtime official in Eastern Iowa. He would probably kill me if he heard this. So
well, that is.
I'm gonna have to tone that down. Helton in motion. Monahan back to pass, and he's going to scramble. He's going to.
You got to get rid of it.
Yep.
You got to get rid of it.
Yep.
That
yep.
is.
Look at that. Loss of 12. Monahan, unfortunately, is shaken up at the. Maybe a cramp?
I think he got maybe some in that area.
Yeah. Yeah.
Injury timeout on the field.
Dr. Atterbury from Treynor. Miller Orthopedic, he is out there on the field.
Here comes, is that Nick Finken?
Nick Finken.
Running across the field, one of our own.
Atterbury, Dr. Atterbury, a longtime St. Patrick's parishioner.
So while Monahan gets the care he needs, let's reset it for you. There's 11:32 left in the game. Falcons down 14-2. They're facing 2nd and 22 after that sack. Monahan is up. That's good to see. He is likely going to have to come out of the game for at least one play.
Yep.
Coach Driver out to check on him, make sure everything's good.
And that's where you work in the off week here. Just get rid of the ball. You got to learn how to just get rid of the ball.
Yep. And you know, down 14-2, the offense really it has been Monahan all night.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's probably feeling some pressure to pull something out of the hat there.
Well, he's been playing both sides of the ball.
He's got, you know, maybe, and it's just, hopefully it's just a cramp.
Could be.
You know.
I think he got hit a little bit low.
Okay. He is Ginger walking off the field there. Nick Finken is going to take him off to the side and take a look at what's going on. Underwood up 27-8 over Tri-Center.
That is not surprising, actually. Underwood is loaded this year.
Yes,
they were saw them as a number 2 ranked in 1A, one of the polls. Polls mean nothing at this point in time as they go off of last year's, but nonetheless, still a high ranking. I want to say St. Albert was ranked number 2 in one of the polls.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw
ranked number 6, I think, overall, which is lofty, but nonetheless, ranked number 2 in one of the polls.
St. Albert with a new quarterback, you have to expect they're going to have to run the ball here.
Who's that?
Owen Marshall, maybe?
Really?
Tough to tell, folks.
Wow. True freshman, by the way.
Yes, he is, and he is stepping in. Great handoff there.
Beautiful handoff.
Wonderful handoff. That's going to be Goobles up the middle.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your mic.
Goobles up the middle there, and Falcons are going to have 3rd and 15 from the 45.
Oh, sorry. Chad took the mic off there. Maybe you thought you couldn't hear him. Oh, now he's got his microphone jammed. Jeez. It's no wonder you got nothing done in 2 weeks as the mayor. Anyway, that brings up 3rd and 15. St. Albert down 14-2. 10:57 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Marshall back to pass. He's going to run the ball as he crosses the line of scrimmage. He's tackled out of bounds into the Treynor team. Brings up 4th and 8. That's a nice rebound there by a freshman.
Nice pickup there. He did a good job of reading the play, and did a good job, quite frankly, of not throwing into coverage, just taking it, taking it under, and going out and getting out of bounds.
Falcons are going to go for it here, and
well, why
quite
not?
honestly makes sense.
It's a non-district game. For how the playoffs work this year, folks, is top 4 teams in your 6-person district make the playoffs. This is a non-district game. This means nothing for playoffs. And the Falcons are changing their mind. They are now going to kick.
Nate K back to punt. Treynor with nobody back to receive once again. They do rush.
Ooh.
He just gets it off. Nice high punt, and that is going to go out. The referees think it's probably going out somewhere in the neighborhood of the 30-yard line.
So these referees need to work on this whole sideline punting deal. As far as the umpires got to stay in the middle of the field, watch where the ball is punted to, then bring your sideline referee up. Nonetheless,
we're at the 30.
We're Chris Gears. We need to get him on here to, talk to him about the refereeing.
Yeah, I would agree. Why don't we have at St. Albert Swords Fan a officiating analyst?
Good question. Well, Matt Matson kind of feels on that. He is kind of our officiating. He does all the he's now a football referee as well. Phenomenal basketball and ball. He's great volleyball referee.
Brennan Monahan still receiving attention down there on the sideline. That is not a good sign for the Falcons.
And
Treynor's back to pass.
Oh, boy.
And that is dropped as a gift. That's Jackson Schumacher. He has had a wonderful night for Treynor. A couple touchdowns, but he just flat out drops that one. And that is a gift to the Falcons.
It is an absolute gift, and quite frankly, it was a duck. Should have been intercepted.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, he still managed to get underneath it and just didn't catch it.
That's the real challenge tonight. Throwing the ball in this wind is tough. Credit for the effort. But this one is not going to do anybody any favors.
No.
A little surprised that Treynor threw on first down. Not going to lie.
I think Treynor's just looking to, work on some things as well.
Sure. Pass to the short side. Pickup of 5. 3rd and 5 for Treynor. Call it 3rd and 4.
Nice tackle there by Jackson Lennon as well as Sam Goebbels out there on the open flat. Treynor does a nice job mixing up that offense too, by the way. They go middle, they pass, they go sidelines. A lot of different mixtures there.
A lot of speed for the Falcons, but I tell you what, Treynor is deadly on the edge.
Absolutely.
They have some speed. I'm quite impressed with Treynor, really. I mean, there has been a lot of offense today, but I am impressed with Treynor. They're showing some stuff tonight.
Oof.
Pitch to...
The Falcons got caught inside.
Yes, they did, and this is not good for the Falcons. Great effort by Cameron Martison as he tracks that down. But an even better effort. Good Lord. Jackson Schumacher is doing everything tonight for Treynor. That's a heck of a run.
Falcons gambled middle blitz and got caught as the ball got kicked outside, and it was Katie barred the door. About a 35-yard pickup for Treynor. Brings it down to the St. Albert 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Treynor up 14-2, 9:40 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Again, great effort by Cameron Martison. He's a defensive tackle. He chased that down from behind. Saved a touchdown, I would say.
He is Cameron's also a wrestler and also a golfer, I believe. Beautiful handoff there.
There's our guy, the fullback, Miller.
Yep.
Look at those moves for a big man. Takes it down to the 5. Treynor is on the doorstep here.
They are.
And one would believe this would be the death nail on this evening's game. We'll see if these young Falcons can stand up and keep them out of the end zone.
St. Albert down 14-2.
Rotating a lot more, St. Albert is, in the second half than they had in the first. And honestly, not a lot of hands on knees.
No.
It's very impressive. So they must be working on their conditioning hard. Coach Shriver knows what he's doing. He will get these Falcons where they They're saying that fumble. The Falcons are jumping up, saying that they had recovered the ball. The officials on the ends, on the sidelines, are saying touchdown. And we are going with touchdown, I guess. No conference needed from the officials. Extra point pending, but now Treynor is up 20-2 with 9:05 left in the game. Caden Miller with the touchdown. Love good fullback play.
Tell you what, this bruising. 20-2 here. They make the extra point. That makes it 21-2 here with 9:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Treynor leads.
21.
Well, they just done a great job with their option. And when you have a nice big
He's had a great night. Caden Miller, the fullback's had a great night. You gotta think that at this point, these Falcons, these young Falcons are feeling a little tired, probably feeling a little bit defeated. Would be a good opportunity, though, for Owen Marshall, the freshman, to get some experience.
So great job here for these young Falcons, just getting some good hits in, some good playing time. You've already heard the voice of, or the names of many young freshman Falcons. Owen Marshall, Parker Heisterkamp, to say two of them. Cameron Marson is on the golf team, as I've been instructed here. Smile to his face every time he hears it.
Do you get to carry that?
Oh yeah.
With forever.
I have heard that Coach T. Gary White has a gold whistle. I've heard that Coach Klusman might bust out a platinum whistle.
I would say it's earned. Has T. Gary White ever been the KMA Coach of the Year?
I don't think he has.
I don't know.
I don't think he has. I mean, you can chalk up his 1,000 victories, but he's never won the KMA Player of the Year. Or Coach of the Year.
I would love to point out that there's a little dog on a skateboard behind us.
Well,
Joe, you snap a picture of that, please? That's pretty awesome. That's a little dog. Tell me you got that.
I think I did.
Fantastic. We'll post that on the Twitter feed later. that was something you do not see every day, folks.
No. You'd be surprised when you see in Bayless Park, to be honest with you. Your park is the mayor, by the way.
Yes. Please do not put laundry detergent in the fountain. We greatly appreciate it. It may look funny on
costly, is my understanding.
If nothing breaks, it's about $5,000.
Jeez.
If nothing breaks.
Wow.
So please don't do that.
So we're going to kick off here from Treynor. 9:05 to go. Down 21-2. St. Albert's down.
That dog's killing me. I can't focus on the game right now. He's trying to convince the dog to jump on the skateboard. Yes. All right. Treynor kicking off. I apologize.
It's amazing.
I get distracted easily.
Very obvious.
The kickoff from Treynor, and just let that go. Touchback. Falcons will take the ball at the 20.
Touchback. Falcons on the ball. First and 10 at their own 20.
All right, so 9:05 to go. You're down 19. Have not been able to do much with the ball so far. So, what do? I would argue, get these young guys that are going to be role players throughout the season, get them some experience.
We got a water break timeout. Oh, timeout St. Albert's.
So timeout. Clock hasn't moved. It still is 9:05 left in the game.
Got a nice healthy crowd here from both sides tonight.
Yeah, very impressive.
Many of them still sticking around here for your Falcons. They're kind of laid around the field on the sidelines as well.
So again, Falcons in action, the football team in action against Riverside next Friday at Al Eber Field, 7 p.m. If you can't make it, we will commit. Deliver tonight. No promises. Don't know if Charlie has a wedding to go to or anything like that.
Him, maybe a good ascot, maybe a good round of golf. He's game.
I can't. Saints JV in action tomorrow morning at the Woodbine Tournament, 8 a.m. As we mentioned earlier, the boys and girls cross-country teams at Glenwood, that's at 10 and 10:25. Saints at 10, Falcons at 10:25. And then varsity volleyball in the Harlan tournament at 10:30. And they've got a whole slew of games. 10:30 against Mo Valley, 11:15 against Logan, 12:45 East Sac, 1:30 against Glenwood, and 3 p.m. is the place match.
So what that means is you play in your pod.
Is that Tony Bush? Did I not call that earlier?
It is.
It's got to be Tony Bush.
It's got to be Tony Bush.
How about that?
He is a
I called
bruising
that.
back.
I do not have a feature in this, but I did call handing the ball to Tony Bush at the end of the first half. Quite proud of that.
Tony somewhere in the weight room.
That is evident. This is a big kid.
Yes.
If you're just joining us, Owen Marshall, a freshman, taking over at quarterback. Hopefully Brendan Monahan's all right.
Another nice handoff there to Tony Bush, where that's just who we're calling at this point in time. The varsity-bound roster is not exactly correct. And by the way, that's the brochure, the bulletin that we got here at the game. That's what the handout was, is the varsity-bound rosters from both teams, which I believe they're quasi-inaccurate on both sides. But nonetheless, we're making the old college try here.
Picking up on the week ahead for St. Albert as we enter our second week of school. Tuesday, cross-country boys and girls at Logan. And Saints freshman volleyball at home versus AL, LC, and Tri-Center.
Another run there by Tony Bush. Brings up a 4th down for St. Albert. 7:35 to go, down 21-2.
Brings up 4th down for the Falcons.
So
what will the Falcons do?
busy day on tap for the St. Albert. Tomorrow I will be in Harlan at the girls volleyball match. I'm going to have to skip out on the 4th grade girls game tomorrow. Chad at St. Vincent de Paul. If you want to grab my kid on the way out of town, I'd appreciate it.
Would be an honor.
So,
looks like a new punter as well. This is Sam Goebbels. Gets it off. Again, Treynor doesn't put anybody back, so he's going to get the benefit of the roll. And it will be down by David Helton around the 33.
Sam kind of offers a bit of a mix, too. He's a lefty, so that means he kicks with his left foot, Chad.
Is that what that means? You don't see that very often.
You don't. And it does throw the defenses off a little bit because they're not used to seeing that.
6:51 to go here in the game. Falcons down 21-2. Treynor takes over at 33. We'll see if they're going to start subbing some people in as well.
I'm going to say they probably don't at this point in time. Not yet, at least. I mean, they're kind of, everyone's kind of trying to ramp up a little bit, feel things out. They do have a new quarterback in.
They do. What number is that?
Number 5.
Got a flag on the play.
Oof. Nice pursuit there by the Falcons. Looks like we have a penalty flag down. I will say for a first game of the season, looks like an illegal shift by Treynor, which the Falcons are going to decline. I will say for the most part, this game has been pretty penalty-free, and which is a good testament for both teams as far as just playing well.
Penalties declined. It was an illegal shift. Great eye on that. It will be 2nd and 14.
I'm kind of moving myself up from the kind of the group number M, maybe up to L, maybe.
It's lonely at the bottom of the alphabet.
Yes, it is.
That's Treynor quarterback is Tom Schwartz. He's a senior. He has played around.
Yes, he has.
At a couple of different spots, but he is settling in at the moment at quarterback. Same style of the offense, kind of a wing T look. And here's our guy, Caden Miller, grinding up the middle. He will pick up 5. It will be 3rd and 7.
Just a good high school running back workhorse.
Absolutely.
Every team needs one, and he is really good.
He did the job today.
He has basically kind of battle-rammed his way through the Falcon line there to where it's really softened up in the middle interior.
As a fan of Big Ten football, you can really appreciate a nice fullback play. So
yes.
It's been a pleasure to watch him push his way through the middle there. Again, it's 3rd and 7, 5:55 to go in the game. Handoff up the middle to the backup fullback. That's a heck of a hit right there by Cameron Martison.
That was a nice hit.
Everybody gets up. Everybody's happy. Unfortunately, Treynor picks up a 1st down right at the sticks. It's a gain of 7.
So 5:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. St. Albert down 21-2.
St. Albert showing a few different looks right now, playing a 4-3 defense.
Now, Chad, did you play football when you were at St. Albert?
I was on the football team.
Oh,
nice. Yes.
Did you?
I did play, but
Okay.
we had an offense that was very similar to Treynor.
Gotcha.
We didn't pass the ball, and I was the wideout. As you can see, number 6 at the top of the screen. That would be me 20 years ago. And they're likely not going to pass to number 6. You just go out there and hope you don't get tackled.
Yes.
Or hold somebody.
Well, and yeah, he's number 6.
Yeah, he's much more of what a wide receiver would look like than.
Yeah, you don't see me too many 5'2" running or wide receivers in high school.
You know, I would say probably 5'7", 145 pounds. You know.
Wow.
Had to cutaways to get to 125 for wrestling at the end of the season.
We'll have to get our fact checker Graham Meether on that one to see if that's accurate. I'm going 5'2" on the height. You're going 5'7".
I'm going 5'7". I haven't really grown since probably junior year of high school.
Huh?
Except for my weight. There's a pass down to the near side. 21.
Ooh.
Treynor catches it, and he just gets tripped up. He
Got
was
lucky
off to the races if he could have.
St. Albert completely bit that, and he was off if he caught that.
That's Treynor sophomore Jace Tams.
Third down, 7.
Who was the quarterback back in your days?
Aaron Seitz.
Oh, yeah, good. Smart kid.
Very smart. Doctor.
Smart, yes.
He's a doctor, and I believe in Ohio.
Okay.
You may recall from the my senior year, Jason Indelicato,
Oh,
one of the great St. Albert running backs. I hope he's still listening. He would
Barry
love to hear that.
Sanders, like, seriously.
Phenomenal.
I mean, it was amazing to watch him. Barry Sanders.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was.
boy.
Oh, this isn't good. Trainor's backup fullback is off to the races, and it looks like he's going to score. 54-yard touchdown. And that was a heck of a run. There just wasn't much inside there.
Just kind of a breakdown there on the interior line of St. Albert.
That touchdown was scored by junior Kyle Moss.
So that'll make the score now 27-2 with 3:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. Treynor, quite honestly, not running the score up. Just that was a very simple up the middle run.
Looks like
that is up and 28-2. Quite frankly, an up the middle run.
Yep.
Got the interior line shifted the right way, and quite frankly, no one there in the backfield to clean it up.
It was a nice run.
Yes, it was.
Well blocked, well run, and you know when you're down 21-2, you're going to have to blitz. You're going to have to take some chances, and that is a byproduct of what could happen. Not much you can do in that situation. You're going to have to take some risk, and with risk, there's failure.
Shenandoah 29, Missouri Valley 22.
Let's see what Riverside's doing. See if I can't pull that up here. If there is this thing called cell phone reception here out.
Tell you what, it is amazing out here how the cell phone service is so bad out here.
It's kind of peaceful, really.
Yeah, well, it kind of is. But with that being said, I'm really surprised. It's very spotty out here. I'm sure our play-by-play this game has gone a little spotty here and there. Literally, we have 2 of our own Wi-Fi set up here as well as their free Wi-Fi. So we have 3 Wi-Fis going, and it's still just spotty. That shows you how remote it is.
Couple of scores for you. Underwood up on Tri Center now 36-2 in the third. Bedford up 60-14 in the third. Central Decatur up 21-0 over Southwest Valley.
Wow.
Future St. Albert.
That's a district game, future Southwest Valley.
AL up 21-8 over TJ in the second. As Treynor gets ready to kick off, I will continue to look for some scores.
Nice
Not much
kickoff
doing.
again.
Red Oak was up 28-12. This was about 20 minutes ago in the third over Red Oak. So looks like they've got that one well in hand. Glenwood up 28-0 over Atlantic. LC still up 22 now, 14 for Harlan. Harlan mounting a bit of a comeback. Kemper down big, holy buckets in the third quarter, 40-0 to Logan.
Wow.
That's a bit of a surprise.
Well, I will tell you though, that Logan this year. St. Albert beat them in the final last year, sub-state final, whatever you want to call it, the quarterfinals.
There's Marshall with the run to the near side, and he will pick up one.
So yes, many young Falcons out there kind of getting their first playing time. I've never been a fan either of, quite honestly, having the quarterback run to the sideline for the play, as we're doing here in our spread.
Yeah.
In the sense of it just gets your quarterback more tired as the game goes on, especially playing defense.
Yeah, you've got to think this is you've got a freshman. Probably hasn't played much quarterback, especially at this level. Has not played.
No, he has not.
You know, so I would bet Coach Driver's playing it safe, really breaking the play down for him and making sure that there are no misunderstandings here.
But this is a young group out there. Young group.
Marshall up the middle again, and nothing doing.
There on the line, a sophomore. Notice his number there tonight. You got Jaden Beckman out there, 68. He is a freshman.
Good to see Coach Driver mixing in some young folks here. Get them a little bit of experience.
Well, it's just part of the, you're going to have baptism by fire this year for the Falcons. And that will pay dividends down the road, as well as this year. I mean, we're going to be very testy come district play.
As can be expected in St. Albert sports.
Yes. Tony Bush, a sophomore.
Phenomenal running back candidate right there. I tell you, if they ever decided they need a fullback, Tony Bush is my pick.
Got number 52. We got an announcement. 52 is Keaton Barnes. Okay, good to know. Once again, we are just going off of what we believe is off of Varsity Bound, which is the program we got, plus with the program that's on Varsity Bound.
Is this Sam Goobles again, back to punt?
Yes, it is.
Got about just under the minute and a half, minute 25 to go.
Ooh.
And he drops the snap, and he's going to go.
So with 1:18 to go, to see if Treynor just kneels it, goes in the victory formation, or if they try to maybe put some more points on the board.
I would go with kneel it. Let's get out of here.
I would agree, and you don't want to get anyone hurt at this point in time either.
Pick a couple of players of the game. I'm going to go with, for St. Albert, I'm going to go with Brendan Monahan. The offense obviously runs through the quarterback, and he was the offense tonight. And pretty good performance on the ground. The wind made it difficult to do much in the passing game. I'm going to go with Brendan Monahan. For Treynor, I'm going with fullback. I'm going with the fan favorite as Treynor rushes the ball. Quarterback rush, gain of 5. I'm going to go with Treynor's player of the game is Caden Miller, the fullback.
Absolutely. Good decisions on both parts. Brendan also had a nice interception earlier as well.
He did.
Keep the score kind of low. As we got 58 seconds to go here, Treynor now faces a second and roughly 3 on St. Albert's 19. So they're going to keep trying to put some points forward. Not necessarily surprising.
No, not at all. There's 40 seconds left in the game. Handoff up, not the middle. And Treynor is going to score.
Treynor scores, nice, with 35 seconds to go.
35 seconds to go.
They are now leading 34-2.
That is Tom Schwartz, the backup quarterback. Again, that touchdown doesn't do much. It's going to look neat in the paper, but
yeah,
not really much effect there.
Not at all.
Good for Treynor to get their reserves some action there. Definitely not a preseason game here, but the circumstances being the way they are, just kind of what.
Fuel to fire for the St. Albert student athletes as well moving forward.
It should.
They don't forget this.
No, not at all. And once basketball season comes around and baseball season and all that stuff, you got to think a lot of these guys are multi-sport athletes. they're not going to forget the fact that 2 garbage touchdowns were scored in the last 2 minutes.
Yes.
That's the type of stuff that really pisses you off. So
yes, with 35 seconds to go, St. Albert is down 35-2.
again, the Falcons in action next Friday
At home.
at home, Al Eberfield, 7 p.m. against Riverside, who is rolling tonight, and they are the district favorite.
What was the score in that game?
I think it was 35-8. I'd have to look it up.
Okay.
We'll see if KMA's posted another one.
They are the real deal. So that will be a tough matchup for St. Albert. I'll tell you what, this is a good game for St. Albert to get under their belt. They will not face anyone bigger than Treynor this week, so it's a good opening matchup. You'll definitely go smaller next week as far as size-wise. But I'll tell you what, there's some players out there at Riverside. Brett Bentley being one of them. Very good running back.
No real recent scores in the last half hour here, unfortunately.
So we're going to have a kickoff here from Treynor. Don't be surprised if it's an onside.
As the wind dies down finally with 35
not
seconds
really.
to go. It feels better up here. Nice kick. The wind at their back. Unfortunately, St. Albert touches the ball at the 2. That's Tony Bush bringing the ball up the field. And he's going to make it all the way to the 17. So good effort. Way to make lemonade out of lemons. And 26 seconds left to go. Falcons chasing 35-2. This one's well in hand. We'll wrap it up and
Do we even
live
know
to
how
fight
to,
another
do we even
day.
know how to turn this thing off?
I don't. You know what? I don't.
I don't either.
I was thinking about maybe just like unplugging it, but it's all hooked to all these batteries and stuff. I don't. Hopefully Alexis comes back to get this.
Okay. The press box is shaking again.
It's really shaking right now.
Anyway.
That's all right.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna fall on
hey, if it's
one
your
of
time,
these
it's
poor
your time.
people.
So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Only the Lord knows.
Make sure you all get to church this weekend too. Some good church services coming up with St. Albert
St. Albert
kneels
takes
the
a
ball.
knee, and Marshall takes a knee. They've had enough. That should do it, folks. Well, to recap, Falcons go down 35-2. 2 points coming off a safety on a punt that went over the head of the punter.
Snap.
Sorry, the snap that went over the head of the punter. Treynor took care of business, did what they had to do. And you know what? The Falcons just have to live fight another day against Riverside next Friday, Al Eberfield at 7 p.m.
Folks, it was good hearing from you. We will try to end this broadcast. We have absolutely no idea which buttons to push here to turn this thing off.
So for Joan Army, this is Chad Hannon. Thanks for tuning in to St. Albert Sports Fan. We appreciate it, and we promise a much better
Back home for homecoming on